You've got an offer. Now what? This is a simplified overview of the steps of an accepted offer. Your Realtor will be in charge of presenting the offer to you, overseeing and keeping track of deadlines, loan commitments, and other matters related to the offer to purchase and the closing process. If you need legal advice at any point, it is strongly recommended that you consult an attorney. Your Realtor will go over the offer line by line with you and show you the details of what the buyer offer contains. Some important factors include price, closing date, earnest money, contingencies, loan approval, and deadlines. Most offers will contain a home inspection contingency. An inspector licensed by the state will perform a limited inspection to establish the condition of the property. The inspector will make sure the major mechanicals are functioning properly and also check the roof, basement, appliances, plumbing, etc. The buyer offer could contain a home sale contingency. This means the buyer needs to sell a home before they can complete the sale on your home. Most offers have pros and cons. As a seller, you will need to decide if the terms are acceptable to you or if you wish to counter with different terms. Your Realtor will go over the pros and cons with you. Once you have an accepted offer, the home inspection will need to be completed shortly after that. The home inspector will provide a written report when the inspection is done. The buyer and the buyer's Realtor will be present for the home inspection, but the seller is usually not home for the home inspection. Depending on how the offer is written, the buyer and seller may be negotiating in writing regarding any repairs. Any work performed by a contractor within 6 months of closing will require the contractor to sign a lien waiver to show that the project was paid in full. Your Realtor can provide you with lien waiver forms. Once you've made it through the home inspection contingency deadline and completed any agreed upon repairs, it is time to get packing. If the buyer needs a mortgage in order to buy your home, the next step in the sale process is to have a bank appraisal. An appraiser will come to your home to do an appraisal and write up a report for the bank. The report will include the appraiser's opinion on price and contain comparable examples of homes like yours and what they sold for. An appraisal usually takes around 20 to 30 minutes. If there have been recent updates to your home, it is a good idea to have a complete list available of those updates for the appraiser. You can also include invoices and such to support the costs and show proof of the updates. It is the appraiser's job to determine the value of your home. If the home appraises, that means the appraiser has determined the home is worth the full purchase price on the offer to purchase. If the home does not appraise, the buyer may not be able to purchase the home unless the buyer is able and willing to come up with additional cash or renegotiates a new purchase price with the seller or both. Here in Wisconsin, buyers typically do a final walkthrough with their Realtor before closing. This is to assure the buyer that the property is in essentially the same condition as when the offer was written. Your home is not sold until a successful closing has taken place. The closing typically happens at a title company or a real estate office. If the buyer has taken out a loan, the mortgage company will prepare additional paperwork for the buyer to sign. All parties will have paperwork to sign at their closing tables and rooms. The seller is paid at closing and keys are exchanged through the Realtors. Depending on your situation, you, the seller, may be headed to another closing for the new home you are purchasing. If you are thinking about making a move, please give me a call. Don't forget to hit subscribe so I know you like and want more videos like this.